Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on Sokkanatha Venba, verse number 24. The verse goes this way: Thavamo sirithu தாரணி மேல் செய்யும் அவமோ அளவில்லை ஆனால் சிவமோ பெருமாறு என் கூடற்பிரானே முப்பாசம் அருமாறு என் சொக்கநாதா. Today's verse is a beautiful verse. In fact, we always keep saying that all these verses must be meditated upon, which is very, very true. In fact, it also gives us a clue that every day morning, before we start our day, we should be probably reading the entire 94 verses from Sokkanatha Venba and start our day. Look at this verse. It says, Sokkanatha, the person who is in Madurai, you are the one capable of everything. Now, my request to you is, when are you going to give me the state of Shiv Yoga, which is to be in your feet forever without any change? Now, if we want to stay put in Lord Shiva's lotus feet, we have to let go certain things and we have to accumulate certain things. That is what is spoken about in this particular verse, which is verse number 24. Thavamo sirithu ariyen. What I have to do is something called as Thavam. What I have to let go is Avam. Now, we all know we have three kinds of entanglements, which is Anavam, Kanmam and Maya. Maya and karma can we can let go of it, or that can go away from it after we perform certain activities. That is what we call it as Thamam. So once we perform certain activities, the entanglement that we have on Maya and karma can go away from us. But Anavam, whatever happens, it will be with us. What it can possibly do is the influence on us from Arnavam can be more subtle compared to what we are having right now, but it will still be there. So first thing I have to do in order to get Lord Shiva's lotus feet is I need to get rid of what we call it as Muppasam. Muppasam is the three kinds of entanglements, which is Arnavam, Kanmam and Maya. Now, how do we get rid of this? First thing we have to do is start practicing what we call it as Thavam, which is what in Saivism we call it as, there are four paths that we always talk about: Sariye, Kiriye, Yogam and Jnanam. Sariye is 25% of our mind and 75% of our body. When we do service with predominantly with body and a little bit of mind, that is called as Sariye. Kiriye is 50% body, 50% mind. Yogam is 25% body, 75% mind. That is where meditation and all these comes in place. Then we talk about yoga, jnana, which is 100% mind. This is the place, or this is the state in which we will get very close to Lord Shiva's lotus feet. Now, what I have to do is Thavam. But what am I doing right now is called as Avam, which is, imagine, even when we go to a temple, why are we going to a temple? It is because of a Sariye or a Kiriye reasons we are going to temple. But are we really getting the bliss, or are we getting the blessings that we should be getting? Let's imagine we go to a temple, they are giving us a prasad, either a curd rice or a pongal or whatever. We consume it and our hand is full of ghee or curd or whatever. Immediately what we are trying to do, we just look at the wall and we just rub our hands towards the wall. Do we dare to do this in our house? No, right? We wouldn't. But how are we who gave us the permission to spoil Lord Shiva's house? Temple is Lord Shiva's house, isn't it? Why did we go there? To get blessings. But instead, what did we do? We started getting curse. That's why most of them say, I'm going to temple every day, but I'm not getting any benefit. How will we get a benefit when we are not supposed to, when we are doing something that we are not supposed to do? We just throw rubbish everywhere. Is this why we are going to a temple? Can we throw rubbish in our house? We don't. We go to a dustbin and we throw it in a proper place. But why are we doing that in a temple? So when we talk about avam, that is what we are doing right now. Until we get rid of this avam and start performing tavam, that is the most important starting point for us to reach Lord Shiva's lotus feet. Let's look at any kind of a spiritual organization. We have so many spiritual organizations around us. Why are we going to an organization like that? Is to do service for Lord Shiva. Why are we going there? Is to find peace of mind, right? Because in a corporate world, we are behind the rat race. We are running behind something that we are not supposed to be running, but we are doing it. Either fame or importance or power struggle, whatever we call it. That is understandable, because when we are in a corporate world, we have to sustain in that, so we are doing it. But why are we going to a spiritual organization? Not for these kind of corporate world kind of an importance or just to establish our ego. We are going there to let go of our ego. But what is happening over there, if we analyze it, some of them will feel that they own that place. No one else can take that importance. And when we go there, they may feel that they are threatened by us. So they will do all kind of politics to get rid of us. Now we have to do a self-evaluation here. If we are in a corporate world, it is okay to face the politics and show that we are capable of anything that we can do. But in a spiritual world, we are not there for that reason, isn't it? So the best thing to do is Sivaya Nama. Thank you so much. Keep this organization for yourself. I have my way to go. And just chant 5-letter syllable, walk out of that place. Because if we are going to get into that whirlpool again, we will not grow in our spirituality, but rather we will be sucked up into that kind of, again, it's a rat race, but in a different organization. That's it. Earlier it could be a corporate, right now it's a spiritual organization. But end of the day, are we really getting the bliss that we have to get? No. That is also called as avam. That is also avam. Thavam is when you go into a spiritual organization, we should elevate ourselves. But if we get sucked up into the politics there, that is avam. We could be working in a corporate world, 100% money-minded corporate world. But if we are able to do something with peace of mind, not getting worked out with all these political situations, and we are able to blissfully do our work, that is Siva. It doesn't matter where we are, but what kind of a state we are in matters a lot. That is what verse number 24 is giving us a very beautiful lesson. Whatever it is, wherever it is, always keep focusing on Sivam. Wherever we feel that it is an avam, walk out of that place. Just make sure, Lord, pray to Lord Shiva to get us away from that place or that situation, so that we can safely reach his lotus feet, because ultimate our journey is towards his lotus feet. This is what verse number 24 is all about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.